everyone, this is Terrence Price, and welcome to my lyric breakdown of Building Blocks. I actually might end up breaking this up into multiple parts so it's easier to digest, but essentially, not only am I wanting to annotate the lines, deeper meanings and metaphors, etc., but I also want to explain the overall idea behind the song. So basically, I feel like hip-hop glorifies destruction. Whether it's violence, crime, sex, you name it, but these are the things that are heavily promoted. This is detrimental to not only us as adults, but also the younger generation, the children. The artists that push these toxic agendas, the artists that lack substance and are always bragging about their money and whatnot, tend to be very basic in their skill set, often displaying shallow content and nursery level rhymes. So I'm poking fun at them with songs like Patty Cake and Building Blocks. I'm using the children's game to troll them. The irony is that the songs that I'm doing aren't nursery level. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the best or that I'm a great rapper or anything, but I do have confidence in myself and I put a lot of effort into my craft. I just love putting words together, and I've come to realize how powerful music is and how powerful our words are. We really have to be mindful of what it is that we're saying because we're influencing people, especially the children. We're supposed to build them up and not tear them down. So children need to have a strong foundation, and it's up to us to provide that for them and to be a guideline for them because they're the future. They're the building blocks, if you will. There's a lot of darkness in the world, and I just believe that the Lord has placed it on my heart and has blessed me to use music to pierce through that darkness. So that's why on these types of songs, I'll always have the children involved some kind of way. On Patty Cake, I had my friend record her daughter playing patty cake, and we used the audio in that song.
Patty cake, baker man. Give me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it, pat it, and piano, and piano, and piano.
For Building Blocks, I have another friend that I work with. Her kids are doing the hook and the ad-lib, so no matter how old these kids get, they'll always have a special place in the song. They'll always be a part of something positive.
Alright, so basically, like I said, the name of the song would be called Building Blocks, and there's part of the hook, like half of the hook, where I would say Hickory Dickory Dock. I don't know, for some reason that's just what came to mind. So part of the hook would go Hickory Dickory Dock, it's time to stack the blocks. Hickory Dickory, Hickory Dickory, Hickory Dickory Dock. And I pretty much just would need her to say that, repeat that. And I'm thinking of maybe I'll say it and then maybe she could say it, and we could probably during the mixing process have her saying that, and it would be ad-libs or something like that. So I'd be saying Hickory Dickory Dock, it's time to stack the blocks. Hickory Dickory, Hickory Dickory, Hickory Dickory Dock. And she would just say the same thing, and we could wait if we needed to until I actually had that on wax, and then I can send it to you so that way she could hear the cadence that I'm saying it in, and she could just repeat it, and she would repeat that. Does that make sense?
Hickory Dickory Dock, it's time to stack the blocks. Hickory Dickory, Hickory Dickory, Hickory Dickory Dock.
Time to stack the blocks.
Time to stack the blocks.
Okay, can you just say time to stack the blocks?
Time to stack the blocks.
Can you say hickory dickory?
Hickory Dickory.
What are these?
Legos.
Say blocks.
They're not blocks, they're Legos. Hickory Dickory Dock, it's time to stack the blocks. Hickory Dickory, Hickory Dickory, Hickory Dickory Dock.
Hickory dickory dock.
Hickory Dickory Dock.
It's time to stack the blocks.
It's time to stack the blocks.
Hickory dickory.
Dock.
No, just say hickory dickory.
Hickory Dickory.
And this is how I try and counter the negativity and the darkness that's so prevalent in hip-hop. So now that you understand the idea behind the song and the title, let's get into the actual lyrics themselves, starting with the hook.
Hickory Dickory Dock. It's time to stack the blocks. Hickory dickory, hickory dickory, hickory dickory dock. Oh, sick of the hickory dickory entities. Listen to imageries visibly menacing, rhythmically ending the enemy's grip on me sensibly, simply riveting scenery. Hickory dickory dock. It's time to stack the blocks. Hickory dickory, hickory dickory, hickory dickory dock. Oh, take 'em and stack 'em, don't break 'em or crack 'em. See, I'm in the business to heighten your senses. Your minds are in prisons that rhyme and simplicity. I fight to diminish the lie that we live in.
As you can hear, the hook is my rendition of the nursery rhyme, Hickory Dickory Dock. But instead of saying the mouse ran up the clock, I tell the listener that it's time to stack the blocks, which is my metaphorical way of saying that it's time to build up the children along with the listener by educating them and making them think on a deeper level, which is the opposite of what most mainstream artists do. In the next few lines of the hook, I refer to these individuals as Hickory Dickory entities for their basic and shallow songwriting, going back to what I said earlier about nursery rhymes. In the following lines, I'm telling the listener that imagery is also important and that it has a huge influence. You see, oftentimes artists will use dark or sexual or even occult-like imagery for their artwork and music videos. Now, a lot of it is pretty obvious, but some of the occultic or Freemasonic imagery such as 666, checkered pattern floors, the all-seeing eye, and the Masonic pyramid are more hidden, but the agenda and intention are there. One of the main reasons I do music is to point these things out. Hence the lyrics, listen, the imagery's visibly ministering. I know how important imagery is, and so I try to be watchful of the graphics that I use as well. I remember one time I was talking with my friend Alex, and he's the one who got me started doing music. One time we were talking about the industry and he said, Satan was the angel of music. So do you really think he's not using music to attack people today? And I thought, man, he's right. And that was so profound to me. Now, while the Bible doesn't exactly say that Satan was the leading angel of music, it seems as if he played a very important role, and it's obvious that he still has influence over the music of today.
But anyways, fast forward, Jay-Z comes out with H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. This is when he declares himself to be God. That's why he calls himself Jehovah, like the name of God, Jehovah. He even confirms this on his Blueprint album when he does the song Takeover, which was a diss to Nas. He makes it clear that he feels he is God when he says, and I quote, God MC me Jehovah. His album titled The Black Album is a tell-all album, even having a song on the album called Lucifer, and everybody who knows Jay-Z, even if they like him, know that this is an extremely satanic song.
I feel like, Sinatra, in my time, modern day Sinatra, so, I try to live up to that, I get possessed by the spirits.
This is why I say rhythmically ending the enemy's grip on me, because we're becoming aware of the dangerous messages and the agenda that's being pushed through music, and we're breaking away from it and going towards the Lord. In the last part of the hook, I remind the listener again that we're to build the children up instead of damaging them with harmful content. I'm also letting the audience know exactly why I'm here, to heighten your senses and make you think on a deeper level, because our minds have been imprisoned and negatively influenced by all of this dumbed down content. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for the first part of this video. We talked about the intro, we explained the overall idea behind the song, we also annotated the hook. Thank you for joining me for this. I hope that you'll stick around for the next few sections. The next video is going to be a little bit longer. It's where we're going to actually get deep, because we'll be jumping into verse 1.
To heighten your senses, your minds are in prison. Start rhyming simplicity. I fight to diminish the lie that we live in. Sick of the Cardi B's and you Barbie queens and you carbon fiends.